What's up guys, welcome to Warrior Addict. I'm Ben Harrison. Today we're going to do a 15-minute little yoga practice and work out how to get ourselves up into a press handstand. So obviously there's two components to that. You've got the handstand itself, trying to keep core engaged and keep a nice straight line, keep the shoulders elevated. And then we've also got the pressing motion, which is basically comprised of a forward fold, deep core activation, forward leaning, bringing the shoulders into flexion and protraction, which means bringing the shoulders forward. You've only got 15 minutes to do it, and this is awesome because we can do workshops and we can work this stuff all day, which is great. We can work this stuff for a period of days, but in 15 minutes we can really just look at one way, like the most efficient way to come up into and practice a press handstand. And a handstand just on a yoga mat, no props, no wall, no nothing. Alright, so let's get into it guys. We're going to begin on our backs. As always, we're going to go right here. Supta Baddha Konasana, just allowing the knees to open out. And starting to breathe through the nose. If you've got traditional breath work in your practice, you want to ujjayi and stuff, you're very welcome to do that. But the idea being just to breathe through the nose and slow down the exhalations for 5 or more breaths. This is the essence of pranayama. So 5 or more breaths has been shown to get us into the parasympathetic nervous system. It's going to make us more flexible. We're going to be able to forward fold deeper. The deeper we can forward fold, the more efficient our press handstand, our press into handstand is going to be. So first habit guys, we want to switch on the core. We want to create a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt, so a slightly rounded spine for the handstand. We're going to bring the knees together and elevate right here. This is supine cha, pressing into the floor. There's no arch at the back here. I could be pressing down so hard that my sacrum starts to lift a little bit and reaching forward here. If you're feeling really strong with it, then by all means straighten out the legs, squeeze your bum, and then maybe even entering the full handstand by bringing the hands up overhead here. Reverse, allow the knees to open out towards the mat. So hold that for about 5 breaths. You're welcome to hold longer, you probably should hold longer. And do multiple rounds of this, okay? It's about time under tension. Get some time under tension in that position. That's all we're going to need to engage like when we're up in the handstand. It should be slightly posterior tilt. Alright, inhale, bring the knees together. Elevate, and this time just catch the hamstrings, have a rock and roll up and out the back 3 times. If it doesn't feel good, don't. Rock up to seated. Alright guys, so next habit, we want to start to get into some wrist extension, and we're going to do flexion as well, just so we've got balance here. So we're going to come onto the mat, around out the back, spread the fingers wide, press the fingertips down, take some little circles clockwise. Some circles anti-clockwise. Now our wrists are already quite warm. Been practicing for a little while here, but you might want to do more time on this at home. If you want to pause this, spend a couple of minutes on this, then that's great. Now flip these over. We're not going to use this position on the handstand, but if you want to have some longevity, some good balance to your muscularity and strength, protect yourself from overuse and extension, then it's a very good idea to get some time in here. If you arrive early for a yoga class, I always think come and start to work here. You can even step back and do this in a plank position if that's not too intense. Alright, so we want to start to create our forward lean now. So we're going to press the fingertips into the ground, round at the back, and lean a little bit forward. Then press ourselves back. Leaning forward, pressing back. And this is what's going to stop us from falling over forward. This is what's going to allow us to get our hips stacked over the top of our shoulders and then come up into the handstand. It's this here. So lean, 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 press the fingertips down and come back. If we're tight here, then this is going to restrict us and we might not be able to get that handstand yet, but practicing this little drill here, this is going to increase that flexibility and mobility and wrist extension. Come to center. You could do that from a plank. And let's try this, guys. Protraction and retraction of the shoulders. So, I'm not moving from the back here because I'm not working for tips in this video. I'm just moving the chest up and down, protracting and retracting. What we're really interested in is not so much this position here, retraction, but this position here, protraction, combined with the forward lean. That is the start of a press handstand. The final thing, again, you can pause it and practice some more of these if you want to, doing it from plank. Final thing is that we need to get elevation of the shoulders for the eventual handstand. And we need to open up our shoulders in flexion. So here we go. I'm going to do this a few times. Now I want to hold in this top position, so it's totally different from downward facing dog. Getting a little stretch through the wrists as well, an extension, which is always nice. And then gently pulsing and just opening this out here. To be honest, I've stolen this from a Pilates class. So my yoga practice and how I teach is a collection of little ideas and concepts and theories interwoven with some of the more traditional postures and transitions from hatha yoga. And I'm going to release that down. I roll my wrists out. Switch the interlace so we build symmetry. Second set, and you see the interlace has changed. Practice up and down a few times just so I can understand this elevated position here. Shoulders up with the ears, and then starting to generate this flexion. I'll show that from a side view as well. So you can see that I'm not, again, doing this with a pelvic tilt. I'm not doing it from the back. The shoulders are up, and I'm just gently mobilizing here. I don't want to swing and force anything too powerfully. I want to take my time, build strength in the end range. Bring it down, roll the wrists out. So there's some awesome stuff about being able to do a handstand, right? We often get caught up, I think, in yoga more than talking about why the handstand shouldn't be have too much emphasis on it. It shouldn't be the basis of our practice, and we shouldn't feel attached to it. I think there's a lot of talking about why handstands are totally unnecessary and we shouldn't practice them efficiently. I think it's a great idea to have a handstand in your practice, or to at least practice towards it, right? Have a handstand practice. It doesn't mean necessarily doing a handstand, because you're going to achieve better posture, strong, flexible, mobile shoulders that'll last you a lifetime, good, strong core. Final thing we're going to need is some forward fold flexibility, and then we're ready to go into it, alright? So we're going to stand up. Feet hip distance apart is what I like, and it's kind of like we're skiing here, right? We're lifting up and in below the belly button, we're keeping the spine totally neutral, even if you know that you round your back here a lot, even slightly in extension. Lift below the belly button, exhale. Sliding the hands down onto the shins. You can start to straighten out the legs some. You might be really flexible here. Say the truth, as I'm filming this, I've got the sorest legs. If you're feeling more flexible than I am today, you can fold yourself in half. You can grab your toes and fold in half, but don't sacrifice the spine position. Okay, don't come down here with a rounded back. You can always stand side onto a mirror if you want to check your position. So the mirrors in hot yoga studios not really there for any sort of narcissism. It's to check alignment. Now, so let the spine around, roll spine up, one disc at a time. Again, a little bend in the knees. And down, flat back. Final turn. Want to internally rotate the legs as well. So, or the hips, you know, it's like you're trying to turn your big toes to face one another. Feel your seat bones separate a bit. And this time bring the hands onto the mat. Just bring it down into all fours. So, here's the drill, guys. We're basically going to combine everything that we've just done. We're going to round out. We're going to lean forward, push the fingertips down, be heavy, wrists in extension, shoulders in flexion, etc. So, first thing we're going to do is bring the toes onto the mat, push floor away, fingertips down, lift the knees about an inch off the mat here. And hold for 5. Round at the back more. Come on down. So between rounds, I'm always doing this, guys. I'm always rolling the wrists out, creating lots of synovial fluid in the wrist joint to support our practice. Alright, so stay at that level. If that was hard work, keep going with that, guys. Keep working that. What you might do is actually progress this drill. So we might walk our knees forward a bit. And kind of just behind the wrists. Again, I'm going to push, round out. I'm going to lean forward a bit on this one, so we've got some more forward lean. Fingertips down, and I'm going to lift the knees off, and I'm here for 5. Touching it down. There's a bunch of ways to press into a handstand, right? We can straddle press, we can press up from a standing split. What I'm showing now is the pure legs together press into handstand. It's probably one of the most difficult, it is the most difficult handstand. The pike press handstand is what it's called in gymnastics. But you can start practicing this movement, this sequence, this practice that I'm showing now at any point in your journey on the mat. And it will assist you, it will create the strength for all of your other handstands as well if you're coming in from a wide-legged forward fold or a standing split, okay? So if I'm ready to progress, and you don't have to be, and stick with that stuff today, I'm going to walk my knees up between my hands. I'm going to keep my feet pointed here because I've got a decent plantar flex. I've got the ability to point my foot a bit, but you know, you can come onto the toes if you need to, if you want to. Push round out the back, lean forward and bring it down. So there comes a point when, with pointed feet, if you're maybe flexible with it, or toes underneath, we're able to straighten out the legs and pike up into handstand and pike down again. Slow controlled pike always makes the handstand at the top easier to hold. When we get to the top, to lock in that handstand, squeeze your butt, engage your core, slightly rounded with the back, slightly posterior pelvic tilt. It's exactly what we did on the mat earlier. Try and come down a little bit slower than I just did, and then maybe round out your practice with a little passive forward fold at the end, some yin yoga or something like that would be great. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.